Have you ever felt like you're in a mental prison, even a physical prison? Like life is just so tormenting that you don't know how to get out of wherever you're at in life. You know what? I'm here today to tell you that freedom is all about internal. Freedom is inside your mind. And I want to tell you different ways and examples of understanding this concept because I've been there before. I've had times where I didn't know what to do, where I was going to go, how things were going to work out. I used to be what they called a negative person. I used to think of all the bad things that were happening presently in my life, and I would let that control me and affect me very detrimentally. I used to even self-harm. I'm not trying to get too deep into all what happened in my life, but I just want to tell you that I understand where you are coming from. I don't understand exactly where you're coming from, but I have an idea. And that's why I am talking to you on this channel to help you to remember the positive and remember who you are and where you come from and how that true part of you can help you remind yourself that you are free, that the true version of you is free, that the true version of you is connected with some power, the power that is encompassing all of life, and how this idea will set you free, because everything is mental. I just want to let you know that now. The only prison, the only way that you are not free is because you're not free in your mind. You can literally be in a prison and you can be free. You can be in bondage. You can be in a circumstance which seems like you don't know how to get out of it, but you are really free if you are free in your mind and you're free in your heart. Because what is freedom? Freedom is openness. Freedom is flow. Freedom is energy able to move. And I know what prison or like stuck feels like. Stuck feels stagnant. Stuck feels stuck. It's static. It's something that's not moving. So the opposite of that is flow, is movement. So what you have to have the idea of is what is flow. And so that's when you can direct your attention, which is just a feature and function of your mind. Your mind is something that receives information, input, whatever is going on out here in this world, and whatever you focus on, your mind focuses more on that, and it creates more of that reality for you. It makes that part of your reality more real to you. That is your reality. So what you focus on creates your reality. What is reality? Your home. So your home is your mind, and your mind is what creates your home. And it's like they say, home is where the heart is. Your heart and your mind are connected. So what you need to do is you need to be able to direct your attention toward what your attention is your currency. Your currency is your flow. Your flow is your energy. Your energy is how you pay for your house. You know what I'm saying? Your house is inside your mind, and your mind is not. I keep on pointing to my head, but your mind is your whole being. Meaning, where you are being is where you're lying. Where you lie is where you believe. Where you belie, where you believe. And so what I'm getting at is that you have to lie or put your attention or put your energy and your flow into where you want to be. So even if I am physically, emotionally trapped, let's just say that. Let's say I'm in a relationship that I don't want to be in. Okay, so what am I thinking about if I'm in a relationship that I don't want to be in? Oh, I can't believe I'm in this relationship. Oh, this person doesn't treat me right. Oh, I wish I had a better partner. Oh, life is so hard because people don't treat you with respect. These are the type of thoughts that somebody in that state of being, that's how they think. See, now, if you want to be out of that situation, you have to think like a person who has a different situation. You have to think of the version of yourself that has a good relationship, that has a loving relationship, that is treated right and that treats others right, that understands how it feels to be loved, not just wanting to be loved, not just longing to be loved, that knows it that is feeling it in this moment, because the only way that you can have anything in this moment is to feel it. Imagine if you just won the lottery, right? I know we've all imagined what it feels like to, like, what would you do if you won the lottery, but we don't believe it's possible for us, right? So imagine if, like, you just got a present on your birthday, or a gift from somebody, and it was something that meant something really important to you, and the person knew exactly what to get you. You'd be like, oh my gosh, it's this thing. Oh my gosh, it's a PlayStation 5. Oh my gosh, it's a Tesla. It's a Tesla. It's the car of my dreams. It's the woman of my dreams. It's the person. It's the state. It's the ultimate state that I want to be in, right? It's this excitement. It's this energy. So when you're in this energy, that is how you get this reality. It's like children. Little kids and children, they are great at this. Kids are great at getting what they want because they just know that it's theirs. Little kids be like, that's mine, but it's not really belongs to them. But the grandparents will look at the little children, they'll be like, oh my gosh, just go ahead and get it for the baby. They'll just go ahead and get it for them because they love their grandkids so much. My mom does it all the time with my great nephew. What else though is, like, children have a free flow of energy. Children are able to dream it and it become true. Children will wish upon a star. Children will dream things, and it's so strong that they are able to come up with any type of creativity. They'll make a friend in their imagination, and that friend will be real to them. That's why it's so easy for kids to make friends with each other, because kids can go to a park and be like, hey, you want to be my friend? Okay, let's do this. And that's it. Adults, we have become adulterated, we have become flawed, and we have all these traumas that block us from being able to be free in our speech, in our thoughts, in our emotions, and everything that we want to do in life. So, you know how I came to this realization that freedom is real? And by the way, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and like and subscribe, because I'm going to be making more content like this. So, freedom is real. I was thinking about Israel, the land of Israel. God's chosen people. God's chosen people was the Israelites and, the Jews and, that group of people. So the reason why I had that realization is because Israel. And what is who owns Israel? God. And what is God? God is good. God is love. God is peace. God is kindness. God is all-knowing. God is all-powerful. And God is the ultimate freedom. God is what sets you free. The truth sets you free. So, Israel. Freedom is real. Freedom is real. Freedom is real. So, that's what made me think about it. That's what made me like, oh my gosh. So I had to make a video about it. And I made a video about it before, but now I had to make a video about it again to tell you, because this is a different channel, but to tell you guys again that freedom is real. And I know this to be true because I used to be in bondage in my own mind. I didn't allow myself to feel love. I didn't allow myself to feel peace. I allowed myself to have separation between me and the world around me, and I felt like the world was against me, and I felt like things were happening to me instead of through me and for me. And even when I say God, my understanding of God is even more free than it used to be. I used to wonder why God allowed pain, sickness, death, why people got sick, or just unfair things would happen to good people and things like that. But then I started to realize that our connection with God and the Most High is that if God is love, not only is this happening for a reason, but this is only temporary. My understanding of death now is even better, because I understand that it's really freedom to not to die, but it's freedom to die from your identity. It's freedom to die from who you think you are. Because once you know who you actually are, then who you think you are, it doesn't trap you anymore either. Because who you think you are can trap you. You know, if you think you're just, oh, I'm just this male, 20 or 32-year-old black man, I live here, I do this, I like this, and this is how I think, and this is what box I am put into. No, once you realize that you are a spiritual being, once you realize that you are an infinite energy that comes from a source much higher than you, that has existed always and that will continue to exist, then you have freedom. And the reason why I brought up God is because also we have the freedom to do what we want to do. We have free choice. We have free will. People think that, oh, sin and hell, like, oh, God's going to send you to hell if you do bad. No, God's not going to send you to hell. You send yourself to hell by doing things that are against your own nature. Some people love to kill. Some people love to steal, rob, cheat, and all that stuff. And I'm going to say that there are different spectrums on what we view as right and wrong. But overall, different people have different levels of what they feel is right and wrong. And I'm not saying it is right or wrong to do certain things, but it will bring about different consequences. And those consequences will make you feel like you're in hell or you're in heaven, or make you feel positive or negative. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we have the free will to be part of the all pureness, which is God, which is good, which is peace, which is love. Or we don't have to do that. We have the choice to do things against what is peace, love, and kindness. We can be mean, we can be hateful, we can be negative, we can be angry, which is inherently, there are nothing wrong with being sad or being angry or any of these emotions. Where it gets a little bit more touchy is when we don't want to be in those states, right? If you don't want to be in that state, then it's different. Then some people want to be. Some people know how to tap into those powers of hatred and anger and those other energies, which are just another vibrations, and use it to their benefit. But if you're not that type of person and you actually want peace, love, kindness, and goodness in your life, then you have to associate and put your attention towards those type of things. I was seeing this girl that was going on live on this live streaming app, and she's like, oh, nobody's coming to support me, nobody's gifting me, nobody's blah, 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 blah. But it's like, if you have that type of attitude, nobody's going to want to come around, even if it's true, even if you're really feeling that, and even if you're really going through whatever situation you're going through. You can, but also you can use it to your advantage. If you know that people are gonna sympathize with you because you are like, oh, nobody's helping me, nobody loves me, whatever, then maybe you can tap into that energy and you can manipulate people to give you money. And I'm not saying manipulate. It's not always manipulation. Sometimes it's actually people just expressing themselves. But that's a form of manipulation as well. But if you do it and in another way, by encouraging people like, hey, what's up, man? Thanks for coming to the live. Yeah, I'm just here. I'm just chilling. You know, I'm not doing too much right now, but I'm glad that you came to the live. All right, so what are we going to do now? Oh, let's play a game. Okay, and greet them. Make them feel grateful that they came. And what's that going to do? It's going to raise their energy. That's going to get their mind thinking about goodness and freedom. And they're going to gift you money. You know what I'm saying? So these are different ways and tactics to get your mind out of it. It feels like kind of like gaslighting yourself, really, because your truth in that moment is, oh, I'm so sad, I'm so depressed, or I'm trapped, life is not going my way, I don't know how to get out of here. But you really have to tell yourself, no, I know who I am. I know what good things are. I've experienced good things. I know what peace is. I know what love is. I am grateful and I'm happy, because gratitude is going to change your energy in motion, your emotions quickly than really anything else could. Like, what you think you want is not what you really want. What you want is the feeling of what you're gonna get when you get the thing that you want. It's like, if you want the car, you don't really want the car, You want the emotion and energy of having the car. Like when I had this Tesla, yes, I freaking love this Tesla. Like it's so cool to have it. But I had my other car, and every time I would get into it, I would imagine that I was in the Tesla. I appreciated my car just like it was a Tesla. I loved it, and I cared for it just like if I had the Tesla. Same thing, if I'm a single man, I want a girlfriend, I'm gonna imagine that she's right with me, and I'm gonna imagine the features that she has, like the good looking, how good looking she is, how caring she is. If I want somebody who can cook or who appreciates me, I'm gonna think of somebody who appreciates me. Or if I want money, I don't just want the money, what I'm gonna do with the money. Or I'm gonna spend the money on grills, or I'm gonna get a nice facial massage, or I'm gonna get a massage, I'm gonna get some nice work boots, I'm gonna get some nice glasses. You know, what are you gonna get with the money? And when you get those things, what does that make you feel like? You know what I'm saying? So you have to think about yourself as the one who already got it. Act as if. I can't remember if Earl Nightingale or Neville Goddard, probably both. They probably both said this. But yes, this is how you need to direct your mind in order to let you live in the lie. You speak what you want to happen. And yeah, that's what I will tell you in this video. Again, my name is Sun Yonatan. This is Infinite Pirates, and this channel is to help people to have freedom in their mind, spirit, and soul, to be able to wander and journey through life and understand that it's not always up, but it's always going. You know, it's always going to continue. So keep on going and keep on being consistent with these ideas, and you'll see the difference. So yeah, you guys, click this video or subscribe, and you'll see what next we're going to be talking about. Real, raw love. And anyways, that's me. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.